Now let's get on to the guacamole pico part. When you're making guacamole or pico de gallo, you need to chop up your onion. I have half of a red onion here. And your jalapenos, right here, a couple of seeded jalapenos. And add your garlic. For pico or guacamole, in this case, we're doing kind of a marriage of the two. Put all this in the bowl first and add acid and salt. Our acid is lime juice in this case, 2 limes, or you can use lemon. And the salt. And let this set for a few minutes to get all of the juices out of the onions and the jalapeno. You'll have the most flavorful guacamole and pico that you've ever had in your life because you're giving it time for all of that flavor to bleed out. By adding the acid and the salt, that starts to break down the onions and the chilies, so you get all of their flavor with all of their juice, and you just end up with the most delicious, like people will kill for your guacamole recipe. You've really got to try this. If the limes aren't giving you a good amount of juice, another great trick for lemons, limes, any citrus, press down on it really firmly several times while you're turning it and gets the juices flowing. And if it's really still feeling very tight, throw it in the microwave oven on high for 15 seconds, and that sucker will juice. I know, good, right? I'm gonna take a quick break. Oh, hey, one more thing before I take a quick break. Take your hard shell tacos, I get the ones that stand up because they're so cute, and we're gonna warm them in the oven to develop their flavor, and I put a little cheese in them because we want our salad to be cold. I put the cheese in when I'm warming up the tacos and let it come back to room temperature before we fill it. Guacamole chicken salad, and this is a cool trick when you're making a lot of guacamole. Put a wire rack over your bowl where you've let the chilies, the garlic, and the onions sweat out with salt and acid, in this case lime juice. And then you put the rack over the bowl, have your avocados, and just give it a squish, and it slides right off. There you go. So then you can make a whole lot of guacamole in a hurry. We're gonna throw in our tomato, and then we're going to add a little bit of cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, don't use it. I can't see both ways in the TV. You can use parsley, that's fine too. Yeah, I have friends, and some of them love it, and some of them hate it, and they think that it tastes like soap, right? So you mash this up as chunky or as smooth as you like it. And then I add in just a couple of dollops of sour cream or Mexican crema to make this kind of smooth and creamy. And then you're going to add in your rotisserie or roast chicken and use that to bind it and coat. So it's a lot healthier than a mayonnaise-based chicken salad. And it's just delicious. This is so much fun to entertain with. And all I did was crisp up the tacos with a little bit of cheese. I like pepper jack, but cheddar, Monterey, whatever you like. And then you take them and bring them back to room temperature once the cheese melts and the corn toasts up a bit. And then you just fill them up. Now for toppings, I like to fill this with our chunky guacamole chicken salad. Yum. I know, right? It's like a giant nacho, and it's good for you. And then I like a little bit of spicy radish across the top. I like a couple of pickled jalapenos. And a little bit of lettuce so you don't have to make a salad.